Hello, good evening, everyone. Am I audible? Hello, everyone. So sorry for the late classes because I had some emergency call today. All right, so that's why we have started late. But we'll complete this and we'll try to complete this on time. But if not, then we'll spend some more time. Some like 20 minutes will delay. I hope everyone will be okay with this. Yes. Okay. So yeah, just give me 1 minute. I'm joining my tab. Okay, so yeah, everyone have has revised from the last lecture whatever we have learned, right? Actually, there was a production issue today, to be honest. So I was in that meeting. That's why a bit delay. All right, cool. Take it. So today we'll finally start with the arrays and objects. Okay. So, how many of you guys have like? Please tell me honestly, how many of you guys have revised the concepts and have practiced somewhat in from the previous lectures what we did, like pattern problems or problems with the functionals, and some more problems with the logic thing. Okay. Please tell me honestly. Nobody will judge you if you haven't. You know. Okay. Did right. So you guys enjoyed and you feel that you are feeling better, you are progressing in your current role in organization, right? In real level you are progressing, right, day by day, you know. So like you can able to solve problems or not, you are able to solve problems or not? Yes, right. Need more practice, yes. No, we are not moving too fast, Nishant. It's just matter of practice. Okay. So see, there are millions of problems in the world, and we cannot solve each and everything, but we can solve many of them, right? That's what we are targeting right now, है ना? So no worries. You can also ask in the doubt session. You can also ask to the TS with me with some TS also. You can ask some problems, है ना? But solve problems you are stuck somewhere that indicates that you are solving problem. You are trying really hard, है ना? So you have to solve problems no matter what. Don't get discouraged if you cannot see the solution, and try to understand like why previously you did not able to solve the problem. Take it. That's the first step towards the learning the way correctly. Okay, getting more comfortable with problems. Yeah. So see, this kind of comments make me really push me hard to know explain really well the concepts. Yes, able to think logically. That's great. That's awesome. Yes, cool. Take it. So yeah, so for today's class, we'll focus on more about the arrays and objects. Okay. So in the arrays, has anybody have idea what is arrays and what is objects? Like we have seen this quickly in the basic thing. We have learned the basic thing, right? Over there, we quickly seen what is array and what is object. Na? I'm little bit lagging in practice because of work timings. That's completely fine, Mahesh. That's completely understood. But spend some more time in weekends if you can. Okay. From last few days, 8 to 10 days, I have high fever. Okay, that's okay. Jay says just like a list chunk of contiguous memory location. Somewhat the list not like okay. So I'll tell you what is array. Okay. I'll just share my screen and let me know. Let me know once you can visible once it is visible, right? So today is the 18th of May, and today's our first class of the array. From the from the this class onwards, there will be like you can assume that this is your first fundamental class towards your DSA, towards your journey of the DSA. So if you have observed in the last class as well that we had I had listed down some basic data structures like arrays, stacks, heap, memory. Okay, those kind of things I have already mentioned, right or not, in the previous class. Yes. Okay. So this is our first step in that particular listed down the topics. I think so. There were eight. to 9 data structures mentioned over there. This is your first and fundamental data structure. Without the arrays, you cannot survive. Just it's just like that, that without a simple for loop or simple if else, you cannot survive, right? So this is as much as like this is as important as if else. Okay, so it's that basic. Cool. Okay, so please focus and don't get discouraged at any point of time. Okay, if you feel that you cannot understand any of the single concept during this class, please ping me up, I'll explain that. But please try to focus more, है ना? Don't repeat the questions over and over again, है ना? If you can. If you still cannot understand, please don't hesitate to post on the question. Okay. Yes. So first of all, my screen is visible or not for everyone? The OneNote screen. And what about browser? Can you see the browser? No. Okay. No worries. Okay. So right now we just focus on the OneNote right now. Okay. This is our basic class. So see, first of all, I I taught you that whenever you are starting with any problem or whenever you are learning anything, your first question would be why we are learning the arrays. I understood that arrays is a one kind of data structure. So what makes it so special that in the 2022 also we are learning this? Cool. Okay. So as everyone knows that I think so in your class also I told this story. I told this story that sir in the 1990s or approximately I don't remember exact year, but you can understood that on the 90s era, that what a tech bubble, है ना? Everyone was talking about the tech thing, www thing. ठीक है? It's just that right now everyone is talking about the cryptocurrency. Okay, the hype were there. So bubble is nothing but a hype. Okay, everybody will talk about this. Okay, right now everyone is talking about Elon Musk, Adani, and cryptocurrency. You can just understood that it's less like a hype or trend. You can assume. Okay, so at that time in the 1990s, everyone was talking about the www thing. It's just like the World Wide Web. Okay, everyone was talking about the websites. They were so amazed that they were so like what can I say this that they were so optimistic that they were feeling that in the future this is only the future of entire world. Just as right now we are saying that the currency of the future is not the currency of any one particular country's currency. Just as in the USA they have dollars are accepted worldwide. Okay, but this is not the end. Okay, if tomorrow US government decide that they have to print a lot of notes, so if I'll just tell you that no, before, this is USA, right? This is US's origin, XXX years. Okay, this is the year of XXXX, I don't remember. This is the 2016. You can see this duration over the US's origin till 2016 or 2017. Whatever notes they have printed with respect to dollars and all, you can just assume that this is X note printed. Okay, X times this is X note printed from the XXX years till 2016. Now till 2017 to 2020 or 2021, during the duration of this 4 years, okay, they have printed approximately the same amount of notes in this duration of this 4 years. I don't know exact numbers, but this is really huge. Okay, so this will increase the inflation of the country. Agree or not? Okay, right now that is why right now the everyone is talking about the inflation. I hope everyone is aware about this basics. I'm not sure this is like taught in your school or not. In my school, this was not taught. Okay, but I learned eventually and gradually. Okay, I don't know you have learned this or not. Most of you guys also don't know what is inflation, right? Okay, so inflation is nothing but the, like we can say in Mongwari, like mango महंगाई जो होती है ना, ठीक है? Okay, So inflation is nothing but that. So if you are purchasing some iPhone, Apple iPhone right now, it will just cost around no 80,000, if we can just say. Okay. Next year the same phone will talk like will give you like will cost you around 82 or 85,000. Same with the basic item, just as milk, water, and fuel. Okay. The same thing, you know. The prices of basic necessity will be increased in the future. Cool. Okay. This is nothing but a inflation. Okay. And how the inflation will increase, because the currency of one particular country will print as much as they want. Okay. Now USA government has decided to print more notes. It will increase more inflation, but it's just depend on what, in which government. USA government entirely, right? So to revoke this dependency on any one particular government's of currency, right? They decided that why cannot we decide to we move on the cryptocurrency. So right now that is why cryptocurrency are in fashion or are in hype. Okay, right now cryptocurrency in bubble. Okay, the same way in 1990s everyone's talking about www. At that time the websites just like the basic newspaper. It's just like a newspaper. You can read through it, you cannot do anything with it. You can just read the information. It's not the interactive websites. Okay, right now it's interactive website. In Facebook also you can post something, you can like someone's picture, you can comment on someone's picture. So it's interactive, it's both like it's dual interaction mode, you know. But at that time the website was static. That is why the reason that they have more static content, they did not focus on the dynamic content. But they were optimistic that in future everything will be on the tech based. So right now also we are witnessing that no, banking sector, insurance, you can just name it, every sector has moved on the what, digital thing. Okay. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Now this in turn this in turn resulted into a lot of data. Okay. There are, so you can just think like this now, that think about the YouTube. How many videos YouTube has made? Okay. YouTube originally did not made any videos, right? They just gave us the platform. Now creators, YouTube creators are creating the videos, they are creating the content, and they are uploading the content on YouTube, and we are consuming from this platform. So, how many number of the petabytes, like there is a MB, there is GB, okay, there is TB, then there is PB. Okay, so how many petabytes per minute or per day we can say that they are uploading and downloading from YouTube? Okay, so it's like a huge data. Okay, right? Okay, it's just one platform, you know. There are millions of other platforms just like TikTok, Facebook. We are not talking about that also, you know. We're just talking about one platform. One platform is producing a lot of data. There are millions of platforms, they are producing trillions of data. Yes or no? Every second, right? Okay, right? Yes. So my best friend is right now working on Paytm. He just yesterday is also I was talking about with him, है ना. So he told me that they have different kind of modules, or we can say transactions. If you are all know aware about this, that we have a Paytm normal app, है ना. Over there we can do transaction and we can shop and we can do anything we want. And there is one another app called as Paytm for business, right? This is for merchants. What are the QR codes you are scanning? The merchants have this particular app. In that app they are receiving that money, and from this app they are transferring the money to their banks, right? So he's right now on this module. He's not on the Paytm basic app, right? Because if he's on this app, then the load of developers are tremendous high. So he was just talking about that no, every every second in the Paytm there are crores of transactions that are happening, crores of rupees of transactions that are happening. So it's very difficult to be in this team. Okay, if you are in this team, then you are in big trouble. He was just mentioning that. So, but I was telling this story because he told me that every second there are crores of transactions that are happening on the app, right? So they have to make sure that none of the transaction would fail. They have to make sure about the maintainability, scalability, server is up to date or not, right? Okay. Yes or no? Yes. Yes. Yeah. So since you are dealing with a lot of data, so this is just a story of Paytm. Okay, Paytm is no more unicorn also. Yesterday also, I think so, you got this news also, right? Paytm Mall. So Paytm has investors of Ant and no, Alibaba, right? I think so, you are aware about it or not, I don't know. But they are left now, they left Paytm. So Paytm's valuation right now is like Paytm Mall, not Paytm Mall's valuation is right now decreased 99.3 percentage. So it's no more, Paytm is no more right now a unicorn, right? Yes. Yes. So it's no more unicorn also. But since no, Paytm is a big name, so they, so even this kind of apps are targeting this much of big amount of data. Think about the Google Pay, or think about very big apps such as Alibaba. They have a tremendous of data, tremendous of information of every other person, right? So the thing to learn here is, if you understand, if you understand about this data, how to manage and how to work with this data, then you are pretty good developer, right? So you have to, like, if I'll tell you that sir, I have data of 1 billion customer. Okay. Okay, Paytm will say that, sir, I have data of my 1 million customer. I just want to, I don't want anything else, I just want to sort it down, sort by ascending order with the full name. Okay, they will just tell us this. Okay, or they will just tell you that please find those customer whose uh, annual annual, what we can say, annual salary is greater than or equals to 25 lakhs. Okay, they are the cream of that particular organization, right? Okay, they will give the more business to the app, है ना? So if you want this kind of filtration towards this raw data, this out of this 1 million data, I hardly 2 or 3% of people will rely on this particular condition. Yes, because every other person will use the app for basic purpose, just for no normal purpose, normal routine purpose, for cashback and that all. Hardly 2 or 3% of people will use. They are lie in the 25 plus salary. They are the cream of the particular business, right? है ना? Okay. So the thing to learn here is how to fetch one from the this 1 million data, how to fetch those customers who will rely on this. So over there you will use your data structure knowledge. Data structure is for structuring your data. It will use for structuring your data. You have to fetch this information. You have to fetch this information which will be consume less time, which will consume less memory, which will be more efficient. Okay, these three things we have to target at first. Okay, so here your skill would be judged, that how skilled you are. Okay. Okay, so that is why we are learning arrays. Arrays is nothing but arrays is nothing but a particular type of data structure through which you can be rest assured that your data would be in a sequential mode, or we can say that like arrays is a type of data structure which are used to store different elements sequentially. So suppose if you have 5 elements, okay, 1 2 3 4, na? So if you have 5 elements, then 1 2 3 4 5, okay, 5 elements. Cool. Now if you want to store it, like if you want to fetch efficiently, if you want to fetch the data efficiently, then can I say that you have to store data efficiently first, then and then only you can fetch your data efficiently? Yes or no? Yes. Na? So if you store your data in particular particular proper way, then and then only you can fetch your data in proper way. Cool, right? Okay. So in the JavaScript, we have different kind of arrays. This is not the same array that we were used to use in the C or C++ or Java. For those who have learnt any other language apart from the JavaScript, at that time, what kind of arrays definition in their mind, I'll just let you know about this in just 5 or 10 minutes. Okay. So arrays can be stored to no, you can store many data in the particular array format. Okay, this is a box which will be divided right like this way. If I can tell you, then it will be like look like this. This is an array. Okay, this is a box. Inside this, it will have a partition. Suppose I hope that you all are aware about the memory location. Okay, if I tell you this box, then it will have a specific memory location, right? Let's say the memory location is 101. Cool. Okay. So the next memory location would be anyway 102, 103, 104, and 105. Yes or no? Yes? Yes? Okay, cool. Now, now, if you want to store this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 value in that, then in the 101 address, it will be 1. In 102 address, that will be 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it is like continuous memory location, right? Right? Okay. Okay. So this is how array will look like. This is how array will look like. So if you want to tell the array in JavaScript in a broader way, then you can tell that arrays can be store a single variable or multiple variable that can be accessed and restore in a proper way. So if I'll tell you that, sir, if I want this particular third element of this array, okay, I will name this particular box, entire box, as ARR. Okay. Okay, I'll name that as ARR. So if I want to fetch the number 3 here, so how I can fetch ARR of 3. Okay, I'm fetching this through the location. Okay, through the location of it. So if here I can say ARR of 103. 103. I can fetch like this. Okay, inside this square box, you have to write the index of the array. Okay, okay, okay. You can also write it like this way also. ARR of 3. Okay, so you have to remember. I'll not tell you to remember anything, okay, but I'll explain you in a while. But right now you can remember that every array, this is your location. Okay, this is location of memory. Location of what? Memory. And now I'll tell you that this is this is your index, or we can say a key. Okay, we'll Broadway we can tell this as an index. Okay, so index will always start from the 0. Okay, 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, and then 4. Okay, okay. So if you want to fetch this particular third element, then you can specify the index of this. Okay, so 0, 1, 2. Okay, right now if you just write this, then it will give you the value of 3. Okay, right or not? Yes, index will start from 0. I'll just tell you why. As like do anyone know why the array index will start from 0? No. Think about it. Think about it. Didn't get memory management thing. Okay, Nishant, I'll just explain it. Just a second. I'll just explain it. Okay. But till now, just think about this, that why array index will start from the 0. Okay. That's a simple thing. Like there's not a no the true or false. Maybe no. No. There's nothing called as true or false here. Okay. Let it be. Let it be. I'll just explain it in a while. Don't worry. Okay. Okay. Yes, it's standard convention, but there is some logic behind it, and I'll explain that. Okay. Now, Nishant, in which particular part you want me to explain? Can you please repeat? The entire memory management thing you don't understand? Okay, ठीक है. So Nishant, what I told right now that, see, if I want to store the basic data, such as, if I'll tell you that, Nishant, please store this value 80, 32, 50, 45. ठीक है. Now you have to store this. How we will store this? How you will store it? ठीक है. You will create an array. How to create an array? I'll just let you know. But arrays look like just like this, a box. ठीक है. If I'll just give you a box and I'll tell you that you have to store 5 values, then what we'll do? You'll just make a partition, right? Yes, Nishant, है ना? Right? So inside this partition, this is a partition. Inside this partition, you have to store this 4 values. Okay. So now, if you are dealing with arrays, then your index would always start from 0. Why? I'll tell you. For now, just remember it will start from 0. Okay. Now, the index will gradually increase by 1. Okay. So right now, if I will tell you the index will always start from 0, then the next index would be always 1, then 2, then 3. Okay. Yes. Now, this index will always start from a gradual increase, and it will increase by 1. And whenever you have to fetch, so right now, suppose if I will store here 80, 32, 50, and 45. Okay. If I have stored it, I will anyway access it, right? Because if I'll not access it, if I'll not fetch it, how, like, what is the use of the storing part, right? So after storing part, I have to access it also in a proper way. Cool. Okay. So for the fetching purpose or accessing purpose, what we'll do now, that we will name the array, like this name of this box or array is ARR. Okay. So I'll write the array name inside this square box. Inside this square box, I have to mention the index. Okay. I have to mention the index like 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Anything. If you write 1 in the index, it will give you output of 32. If I'll give you output of 0, then it will give me 80. Things like that. Things like that. This is how we will access it. Okay. Okay. Yes or no? How many people will agree to this line with me? Please say yes or no. Everyone, please say yes or no so that I can understand. I want answer from everyone, people. Please participate. Okay. So most of you got it. Okay. So now what I'll do now, that I'll tell you here that, suppose right now, Priyanshu Priyanshu has his birthday today, okay, or tomorrow, okay, okay. He wants to invite all of us. He wants to invite all of us. Okay. He has to send the invitation card. Without that, will not go in his party. Na? Yes, yes or no? Yes. Okay. So now, if think uh, think about the Priyanshu. Okay. If you are in his shoes, then what you will do? Suppose he has many friends in this class also, right? So if I'll just make the list of his friends, then Deepa, his friend, okay, Naina, Sakib, Dipanshu, okay. There are many other friends also. Okay, there are 10 friends also. There are 10 more friends also. Okay, he wants to send the invitation to all of this people. who are his friends, right? Yes. Okay. Now suppose uh suppose he wants to send this message that, hey, then the name of his friends, let's say for instance Deepa. Hey Deepa, you are invited. Okay, he wants to just send this message and the place also. Okay, so this message, this small message he wants to send to everyone. Okay, if you just quickly observe with this message, then only this name is changing, right? Name is only the thing which is changing, otherwise everything is same, right? Okay, so now if he's dealing with Deepa, then he'll write his entire message. Hey Deepa, the name of the person. Hey Deepa, you are invited. Then for Naina, hey Naina, you are invited. Hey Sakib, you are invited. Hey Dipanshu, you are invited. Similarly, for 10 cards he will make, and he'll post this card to each and everyone. Okay. So this is just for 10 and 14 people, right? There are only 14 people who is his friend. But think of like that Priyanshu is ML of his state or his region. Okay. So he has right now he has 200 plus friends. Okay. His fan following has increased and now he has 200 plus friends. Okay. So if he'll write the 200 cards manually, then it would be like very tedious process and very boring process. Yes or no? Yes. Okay. So I'll just share my screen of the VS Code now. And please don't forget to ask about the party with Priyanshu, right? Today's his birthday, na? Okay. So now we'll make this another program May 18th. Okay. Can you see guys my screen? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Now, so I will just no, we'll just develop a thing which will just we have just mentioned, right? We'll just develop the same thing which we have just mentioned. Let's say will mention friend one, Deepa, friend two, Nana. Similarly for every other friends. Okay, this is friend three, friend four, friend five, friend six, seven, and eight, right? And this is Deepa, Nana, then Dipanshu, then Sakib, then Himanshu, then Jasleen. I just and who's else? Navneet, Nishant, right? Right. So now we'll just make a function to greet everyone. Let's say he'll make function this greet. Inside this, he'll pass his friend name, right? And now he'll just make a message. Let's say uh, let message equals to hey, and inside this, he'll pass his friend name. Today is my birthday. You are invited, right? Okay, and we'll just return the message. Okay. Yes. Okay. Cool. So now every person of this friend one, friend two, friend three, we'll call this function in the console.log greet friend one. Similarly, for every other person he'll do for friend two, for friend three. Okay? Similarly for everyone he'll do, right? Yes or no? Na? Little nahi, बहुत time consuming. Not little. It's like hell, right? So let's try to run this. Okay. So we'll just write node and the name of the program me.js. Okay. See, hey Deepa, today is my birthday. You are invited. Hey Naina, today is my birthday. You are invited. Hey Deepanshu, today is my birthday. You are invited. Okay. So we just did this for three friends. That is why it is printing for three times. But what if I want this for eight entire friends? You know? So we have to think something else regarding this, right? Yes or no? You know? Yeah. Okay, na? So what we'll do? What we will do now? We'll store this. So what if I tell you that? See, what if I tell you that you can store this entire eight friends in the one particular box? It will sound really cool, right? It will sound really cool now that you can store entire your eight friends in one box. Okay, so let's create the box. Let's say we have box called as friend array. Okay, inside this we'll pass every other friend. Okay, let's say first name is Deepa, then there is Nana, then there is Dipanshu. Okay, Sakib, like this. Okay, okay, okay. Yes or no? Yes, yes. Okay. Now, what I'll do now that for uh, let's say ARR is equals to 0. This is one kind of variable. Let or where ARR of 0. It will run till the time this friend.array will have its length. Okay. So there is a particular property in the array. Okay. To find the length. Okay. So we'll run this loop till the time friend array dot length. So if you just do this friend length dot array name dot length, it will give you the length of the array. Cool. Okay. I'll just do array plus plus. Okay. Inside this, if I just console dot log inside this friend array. Now remember I told you to how to access the array. Okay. How to access the array? Like array name and this is your square bracket. Inside this you have to write what? Your index, right? Yes. So for indexing, what I did, I started my array with 0, and I have gone till the time it will reach to the array length. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. Now I'll just do. I wrote the array name. Inside this, I will write the index. Let's say ARR. Okay. Because ARR will start anyway with the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to the time the array length. Right. Yes. ARR is name of variable. Yes. Let's say if you are confused in that, then I'll just do ARR or else I'll just do I, okay, for better understanding of yours right now, not for later purpose. Okay. Yes, okay, yes, yes. So if I just console this, let me just comment down this one, this entire thing. You know? If I just console this and let me run this node May 18, okay, you can see this is printing what? The name of the variable Deepa, Naina, Deepanshu, Sakib, and undefined. Right, right. Let me tell you why it is printing undefined, right? So before this, I'm just printing console dot log friend array dot length. Okay, okay. Now think about this array that how many elements are there? 0, 1, 2, 3. Cool. Total elements are 4, but it will start with what? 0, 1, 2, 3, na? Right? Yes. Yes or no? Yes. So if I just do friend array dot length, then my index will go up to 0. So if you just want to understand it, then it is 0 index. This is first index. This is second index. This is third index. Right? Right? Okay. Okay. This is 0, 1, 2, 3 index are there. But if I'll just do this array let friend array dot length, then let me show you what it get printed. Will print the total number of elements. Okay, zero, no, not from zero, this is from index. Okay, it will just count the elements 1 2 3 4. That's it. Cool. Okay, and now think about this. We have just started my our array with the 0 and we reached towards the length 4. Okay, okay, till the time I will reach to the length 4. Because why the 4? Because this will return me what? Friend array will return me what? 4. Right, can you see here? Okay, it's returning me 4. Okay, and now at the time of 4 it will just try to access the variable or the key or the index which is having fourth index. Can you see the fourth index here? Can you see fourth index here? No, right? Right, so that is why you have to omit this equals to, or if you just put down this equals to, then you have to run your array dot length minus 1. Either way you can do. Cool. Okay, now let's run again. You can see now it's printing our four name: Deepa, Naina, Deepanshu and Sakib. Cool. Okay, or if you just do this, remove this equals to and remove this minus 1, then also it will produce the same output. Cool. Okay, right, right. Okay, now since you got the idea of the length, since you got the idea what is array, since you got the idea about the indexing part, okay, now let's print now let's print this, print our message. Okay, so I'll just do, instead of this console.log, sorry, putting down this console.log, we'll just uncomment this one. Okay, and now since this friend array of I, it's giving us the name. Since you already seen here Deepa, Naina, Deepanshu and Sakib, we'll call this function with this name, friend array of I. Okay, so now if you just debug in your mind, then what it will do, it will call this function with the name. First of all, it will name, put down the name Deepa. Okay, and it will print the message, hey Deepa, today is my birthday, you are invited, return message, and it will print the into this one console.log. Cool. Okay, yes or no? Yes, everyone. Okay, you can see, hey Deepa, today is my birthday, let me just console out this one, like comment out this one also. Okay, now let's clear the screen and you can see the output now. How it get skip next line? What do you mean by that, Deepanshu? I'm not getting this. How it, we didn't have slash n? No, we didn't have slash n, but see inside this one, inside this, whenever you will have this particular iteration, or else if you just want to run it now, then you can check it like this also. See, I'll just copy this and let me open my Firefox as well, and let me show you what over there how it get printed. Okay, okay. So there is nothing but whenever you have a new iteration or new console, okay, it will be on the next line. Okay, previously we printed the same thing in the one console, that is why we did the slash n. I think so you are getting what I'm trying to say. Yes or no, Dipanshu? Yes. Okay, yes, so you got it now, Priyanshu. Now here we have called grid function inside console, function expression inside the console. So yeah, what do you think, guys? It is example of function expression or not? Nishant is asking that whether it is function expression or not. So can anyone tell me what is function expression? You guys forgot the thing. Then after I'll come to the hoisting part. Okay. Okay. So Ekta has remember something. So Nishant, function expression is nothing but what? Please tell me what is function expression. Yes, anonymous function declaration. Correct. Keshav, good. I saw you first time commenting this, or else I just saw first time you're commenting. Okay, starting a function inside, yes. Or can I say that you have to assign the function to the variable without giving the proper variable name or function name? Yes, है ना? ठीक है. So Nishant, please watch that particular recording again, है ना? I think so you got the point, but you were like mixed, है ना? So please revise the concept pretty well, right? Okay. So now a lot of you guys were asking me whether this is a case of the hoisting or not. See, what is hoisting? I told one definition in 2 words. What is hoisting? In one sentence, I told the definition. Assigning function to variable? No, it's the case of what? Yeah, you are talking about the function expression, right? So I'm asking about what is hoisting. Using function, yes. Nilanjan is exactly right. Ekta is also right. Good, good. Subrajit, Santosh, cool. Okay. So it's like accessing something without having that particular thing. Or else we can say that you are taking loan. So you don't actually have those money, but you are borrowing from the bank and you are using them. It's just the same way. Right now, you don't have any access to the greet function, but you are using them since you are working in a JavaScript hosting. So it will host this particular function and you can able to access it here, right? I think so. You guys are pretty much clear about the hosting concept because we saw it in the actual scenario with the console and all. No? Yes. Okay. Cool. ठीक है. So now since I got my output, I can also no add any number of variables as I want. I just have to change what this particular name. I just have to add the name. Let's say Nishant. Okay, I just add the name, and if I'll just run this, I can see the output. Okay, so there is a minimal number of changes, and I can produce my output, and it's pretty easy as well. You can see the number of code. Yes, है ना? Yes. Okay. So now, any doubt until this point? Any doubt until this point? Any doubt until this point? Anyone? No. Okay. Okay. How can we give input to the program? Packet will not focus in that now, but if you want to give, then you can just use the prompt. You know, I explained about the prompt. Yes or no? Why -1 removed? Okay, Mahesh, I'll explain that. You guys can see my screen of VS Code, Mahesh, right? So, uh, Mahesh, I explained that. I explained you that. See, in this particular point, we are having array index starting from 0. It will go until the point, the maximum point till your element. It will increase by 1 every time. This point is clear, Mahesh? Yes or no? Yes. So what I did here is I want to access the friends array of 0, friends array of 1, friends array of 2, 3, 4 every time. Yes. That is why I ran the loop with the value 0. Okay, I cannot start it with the 1 because if I do that I will miss Deepa, right? Yes. Okay, but Deepa should also be invited, right? So I have no option. I have to start with 0. But since this friend array dot length will return the total number of elements, so right now it will give us the 5 elements instead of 4 elements because it's starting from 0. It will not work like this. Okay, it's just for indexing part. Okay, index will always start from 0 and length will give you total length, the practical length. Okay, these are my 5 fingers. These are not like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is not like that. This is my 5 fingers. So this is the case of the length. But if I want to access my this finger, okay, then I have to call what? My hand of 0, right? So it works like this. Okay, that is why I have removed -1 from here. So if I remove -1, if I have to add -1, then I have to do what? Equals to, okay, because friend dot length is what? 5, but it has to go till the point it will have the index 4. So I should less than or equals to 5 minus 1, that is 4. Cool. Or else I can also do I less than 5, that is also like 0 to 4. Yes, Mahesh, yes or no? Yes. Santosh, I have not covered for it till now. Don't worry. Yes. So Nilanjan has a point. Nilanjan has a point. So see, let me share my OneNote. Okay. So if you have learnt any other language, okay, then this is for you. If you don't have any knowledge prior with any language, then don't like for 5 to 10 minutes skip this particular point, because if you see this, you might get confused. Okay. So in other languages such as C, C++, Java, okay, in every other language, how array will work? This is my box, right? So inside this box, so how many type of data type we have generally? String, integer or number. We have object. We have boolean, right? Okay. These are the basic type of data type. Okay. Yes. Okay. So you can store any one data type of this inside this box. So if I choose to go with the number, let's say 20, then I can store every element of this array which is of type number. 20, if I have stored 20 here, I have to store every type with the number. Let's say 15, 23, 4, 5. Okay. I cannot store like this, like 20, then A, B, C, then true, then there is one object, then there is one function. I cannot go like this in the language C, C++, and Java. How many of you guys are agreeing with me? If you have any prior experience with other language? Yes. Cool. Right. But since JavaScript is our friend, it's casual language, it's error free language, or it's like user friendly language, or it's like developer friendly language, we have a tribute here that they will just give us the box. They will not bother what you will do with this box. You, it's up to you. You can store as many as different type to store here. You can also do this particular type here, like 20, then you have to store string, then you have to store boolean, then suppose you have to store object, then there's an array, then there's a function. You can store anything you like. Okay. It's just the same thing that no, the lottery type. You can do anything that you want. You are a rich person, you are a privileged person, you are a privileged kid, है ना? So you can do anything that you want. Nobody will tell you, nobody will give you error. But this kind of languages were too rigid, that they were not offering this kind of flexibility. Cool. Okay. So that is one of the main reason why we are learning the JavaScript. Okay. Okay. But see, here there were two things. There were two restrictions majorly with the arrays in the C, C++, and Java. One of the restriction was this, that you cannot store any one particular type of data type in one box. Okay. Okay. And that was the first restriction, that is of same type. The second restriction was that the contiguous memory, let's say if I have this memory location as 101, then it has to be 102, or since it's no if it's string, then it will be 10, like it will occupy 2 bytes, so it will be 101, then after 103, 104, 105 similarly, right? Okay. So the same concept adopted in JavaScript as well. They have not changed this about the concept of contiguous memory, but they have changed the concept regarding the same data type. This was the major change in JavaScript. And one more thing. why we are why they have no kept this contiguous memory, because this was the major advantage of array. See, if I will tell you that mm, 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 huh, so in your cupboard, this is your cupboard, okay, this is you, this is your mom, okay, okay, this is the box, or this is the separation which is having inside the cupboard, okay. This is your, now you are storing your wallet every time with in this particular drawer, this is your drawer है ना, ठीक है. Since your childhood, you are storing your wallet here, you are you are keeping up your bags here, you are putting your laptop here, you are putting your charger here. So suppose right now you are not at home, okay, you are not at home, you are at college, but you forgot to bring your laptop or some book. You are telling your friend to go to your home, bring this laptop out and give it to your college, or deliver it to your college, okay. Now suppose you do have, now you suppose you have your mom, right? So your mom will know that every time he's putting his laptop in this particular box, his wallet in here, his bags in here, and his charger here, okay. So she will have no problem accessing this particular items, since he she knows that every time you put the item in the proper way in the proper box only since childhood, right? Yes or no? She can predict this now. Anyone can predict this? Yes. So the same way, if I will tell you that I have uh, this string called as hi, this string called as abc, this string called as vaibhav, this string called as nana, okay. These are the strings. So the location of this string, let's suppose that it's 101. Since it's having 2 bytes, the new location would be 101 plus 2. That would be 103. It will start from 103. It will be ending till the 103 plus 3, 106. 106 plus 3, 367. 10, 7 plus 6, 113. 113 plus 5, 118. Right? It will having this particular location. Since your string or character will be having one character, one byte, right? Right. But your index would always be what? 0, 1, 2, 3. Correct? Anyone, everyone is okay with this particular point which I have just spoken? Na? Every time your index would be this one, na? So irrespective of anything, if you want to access Vaibhav, then what you have to do? Irrespective of this memory location, you don't have to bother about this memory location. You just have to bother about the index of it. That is what? ARR of 2, like array name of 2. Correct? You can access Vaibhav by this. Yes or no? है ना? So it's pretty easy to access the variables or access the values, right? ठीक है? So this is something what is example of the contiguous memory, and that is the reason why JavaScript has not removed that. है ना? They have not removed entire the array concepts from the previous languages. They just adopted the good things and they have removed the particular bad things. Now, they gave us the flexibility to store any particular variable in this, any type, right? Yes or no? Everyone? Yes. Cool. ठीक है. Okay. So using arrays, it will be make easier to manage and control your data, and we can like easily create and remove the values from it. How to remove and add values in the array? I'll just let you know. It's pretty easy, right? Okay. Cool. ठीक है. Right. String is a type of array, right? Like inside the array, you can have any type. String is not a type of array. String is a type of a data type, of a data. Okay, Shivam has posted it out. Let me see that. If we do const Let me have that. If we do const array name 123 and change array name of 0, like I haven't explained about changing and manipulating the values, right? So let me come into that point. I was just about to come into that, right, Shivam? I hope it's okay with you. Cool. Sir, above 1 1 0 1 3 6 1 1 3. Okay, Hariharan, what I said was assume that every character will occupy 1 byte. So if I will store hi and Vaibhav in this particular memory, this is a particular memory, the location of this point is what, 51, right? For an example, I'm storing here hi. Okay, since it's having two characters, it will occupy 2 bytes. Now it will start from 53, it will end from 53, right? You know, suppose if I'm storing Vaibhav here, it is starting from 53, but it's since it is having 8 elements, it will be ending since what, 61, right? Similarly, everything will be maintained in the memory, but the location or the index would be always start from 0 1 2. Anything you store here, don't worry about that. Okay. Okay, previously what we have to do, we have to access the data from the memory, so it was pretty kind time consuming to evaluate each and everything, right? But now you can just access it everything from the index only. Cool. Okay. Okay, so I'll just create one poll. We almost completed basics of arrays. What is arrays? Now we'll understand how to create an array and how to add values in array and manipulate that. Okay. Yes, can we change index value? Nishant, we cannot change index value. Okay. If you change the data, like if you just have to change this Vaibhav, you know, if you just have to change with Vaibhav to Nishant, you can do that. But why the hell you want to change this? If you change this and your array concept, like using the arrays, the advantage of it will gone na, because this is the advantage of array na, the index part. It will make easier your process of fetching the data. Yes or no? है ना? Okay. So the rest of 12% of or 10% of people can even post a doubt if they have clicked on false, right? Please post your doubt if you have clicked on false on the poll. I'm asking about. Anyone have any doubt in this basic point of arrays? How much bit size will an empty array will take? It will not. It will not take anything. We'll see that. We'll see that, Dipansh. Don't worry. Anyone else? Anyone else? Good morning, guys. Does space has space? Yes, space has space, but empty has no space. Okay, so if you just want one line definition of array, then I can tell that array is like one kind of data structure type which is working as a contiguous memory standards. You know, it is used for storing your elements, and you can access the values from the indexes. There are many kind of arrays that we are looking into it, but if you just want to store multiple kind of data types in one box or in one particular value or data structure point, and want to in detail, we'll look into it, don't worry. What if we change, we have not defined the array type? Arpit, have you have you seen something? I have defined number or string in my array. No, right? That's what I told you, that in JavaScript you can define, you can add any point, like any particular value in the array. if you want to store here 1, then you can do this. Since it's having string, you can also store number here, right, Arpit? Yes or no? Yes or no? Raja, it's contiguous and can store any data type or even function anything else, sir. Okay. Raja, you can store anything. Like what is in your mind? Like what do you want to store in it? You can store it. Okay. Yes, Nilanjan, space will take memory because if you just write space, empty space, it will be like treated as empty string, right? Try this. Can we fetch index of array by using the value? Using the value, you have to fetch the index. Yes, we can do it. I'll just come into that point. I am audible or not? I was explaining the concept since last 2 minutes. Am I? I was audible before. I explained the doubt of Raja. Yeah, cool. Okay. Okay. Now I'm audible, right, for everyone. Okay. So now we'll learn about the more thing about the array. Okay, like how to access the array and how to deal with it. Okay, let me show this. Okay, so now since I shown you that how to access an array, but there are multiple kind of ways. Since you like from that you can declare arrays as well. Okay, right now we have not declared any array. We just simply started with the values. Okay, so there are two kind of ways basically through which you can access or you can create an array. Okay, not access, you can create an array. Okay, first one first one would be called as, yeah, declaring an array. Declare, that means you are mentioning that you are telling your compiler that you are gonna using the array. Cool. You all understand what is declaring, right? Will not complicate the things. Yes or no? Yes. Cool. So arrays can be accessed. The first type is known as literal way. Literal, that means you have to define your array like this: one, two, I, this kind of way. This is known as a literal way. Okay, that we already seen. Okay, the second type that we have is something known as your constructor way, or using the new keyword. It is also known as constructoral declaration. Okay, yes. So how to initiate or how to declare your array using the constructor. Okay, so where new array is equals to new, this is a array. Okay, inside this you can pass, see this is accepting what, array length or array number. Yes or no? Can you guys see it? Can you guys see that? Right, right. Okay, so you can also mention the number here, that is 3. Okay, you can also mention any size of an array that you want. Okay, now if I'll just print this particular two arrays, let's say console dot log array name, and here I'm just mentioning it console dot log new array. Cool. Okay, so this 3 is nothing but your size of array, the length of your array. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you. Okay, hold on, hold on. Let me comment this entire thing. Okay, if I'm trying to run this, see, in the first thing, 2 1 2 and high, it's printing the same thing. right? 1, 2, and high. The second thing, since I have mentioned the length of this, it's printing the empty items. Okay, it has allocated the reserved location for this empty size of array, है ना? And it has allocated the empty items to it. So if you just try to access it with the no like this of 0, okay, so it will print the undefined value because since there is no value inside this, okay, okay. However, you can you will not encounter this particular type of declaration. I think so. 90% of case in your entire career, you will just use this kind of arrays literal way. You will not use this. But since you are learning it from the basics, I suppose you have to anticipate that you have to learn this. Cool. Okay. Right. Yes. Do we need to declare the size of an array every time? No. I'll just tell you that. So instead of that 3, you can also write like this way that no cat, or you can also like mouse, keyboard, like this also you can do. And if you now if you try to access this, then see in the new array of 0, it will printing the mouse. Okay. If you print the new array entirely, okay, then it will print the entire array, right? Okay, got it. New is declaring, like new is a particular, like what is constructor and all. I will not go into that because it will be learned with you in the oops concept whenever we are learning that. Okay, so you can understand that it has a, like it's a function with the spatial features. Okay, it's something known as a constructor. It's kind of a function, but it's having the spatial kind of features. There is no use of that, like both are same. Sharat, both are same. So there is no particular use in between of them, those two. Okay. Yes. Array is a keyword. Yes, here array is a keyword. It's function. It's a type of a function, but for now you can access it as a what keyword. If you can call that. Nitish, there is no. You can use anytime. Like you can also use literal. You can also use constructoral. There is no particular type in which you can use this, or in particular scenario you can use this. You can use both in each and every declaration. Yes, literal way is more cool. Okay, Nilanjan will take break. No problem. In case of mouse keyboard, it is inserting, but in case of we pass number, it is creating. Yes, because you see, we have just passed the number, numeric number here, right. So it will consider as a size of an array. Okay, so it has declared array and it has initiated the array with the size 3. Okay, and since we had not assigned any value inside the array, it has declared, or it has given the array with the empty string or empty array. We have seen the undefined thing as well, right? Yeah, you can pass that. You can pass it. See, I'll show you. Pass 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Now let's see what happening inside beyond the case. Okay. See, it's having the array, right? But see, if you just pass one value, okay, if you just pass one value, it will consider it as a size of an array. Okay. Sure. You clear with this? Yes. Cool. Literal we have values, but in constructoral, yeah, because see, I told you now that it's a one kind of function using like with the spatial features. That is why we have like how to call the function by this only, na. That's why we did this. When we access on line number 33, okay, we have used it for something else. No, we just printed it. It's type of a literal way. Just it's a type of literal way, and it's type of a new keyword, or also called as constructoral way. If we pass 4, it will take value. No, it will not take value. It will take the size. If you just pass anything after this, like 5, it will take this as an array. You can try this at your own compiler or on your browser. If you don't use where, you can Priyansh, you can try that. Okay, you can use that also. It will take numerical or string. Nilanjan, what we have passed numeric, right? So it will take numeric only. Why you are asking this? In quotes, try that, na Nilanjan. You can try that. It will also like all like it's but obvious, na. It will take what characters, so that's why it will take string only, na, right? So this literal is one kind of literal means what? Like constant. We can say constant. Literal is one kind of a constant type. Literal means characteral value, or literal means also we can say that literal value. We are telling now that we I mean this literally, right? So I mean this literally. That means I mean this. Cool. So that's a type of the declaration of array, right? Can we declare empty array in literal way? Yes, you can. You can. If you want to declare an empty array, then you can just do this, or you can also write undefined here. Okay, right? Okay, okay. Yes, Arpit, please ask. Please ask. Are iteration allowed with? I will come into that, Dipanshu, once these questions are over. If we pass number in string array, what will happen? I already passed, na. I already passed. Arpit, what you are doing? Without quotes, then it will take numbers. Why you're asking these questions, guys? I already did that. If you see what it was before, 4 5 without the quotes, right? Arpit, good morning. What we can edit? I'm not getting it, Arpit. Can you please post your doubt? Like you told me to put this in the quotes and remove the quotes. I did that. Can you please come on the raise your hand and come on the chat? I'll be happy to help you. And yeah, Priyanshu, if you do the type of array, type of what? New array, right? Uh, you can just you can also try this and see what is the output, right? Okay. So yeah, see this object, array is a object. Okay. Okay, Priyanshu, what will array name of one divided by new array of one? Dipanshu, what do you think? What it should be? Okay. You can access it now. You can do anything you want. This is just a way to access it, access the variables or the values inside the array. Okay. So don't complicate the things. There are just two ways to access the arrays. That's what I just told. है ना? Dipanshu, try it. Okay. What is the value of new array of one? Let me do this for you. Okay. But see, this kind of things you are not supposed to implement in this particular thing, you know, because see what you did, new array of uh, array name of one. Let me just copy this. Okay. Let's see what happens now. It's printing what point 4 because it's giving 1 by 4. So it's point array name of 1 is 2, 2 by 5. Okay, so it's like 1.0.4, right? So it's like mathematical operation that you did, right? Dipanshu, yes. Just a second. Yes, everyone. Now, so I just explained. I didn't explain nothing no complex and all. I just explained to declaring an array using two ways. Okay. First is through the literal way, and second is through the constructor way. Okay, you can do any operation with this. So if we do the multiplication, division, addition, subtraction operation with this kind of arrays, then it will be like a never ending process, right? Right, everyone agrees with me? Priyanshu, Dipanshu, Sakib, Deepa, Nana, Ekta, right? Okay, so you guys want break, or you guys want me to continue, because today we have started pretty much late, like 10 minutes late, 10 to 15 minutes. Let's have the poll with this. Okay. Okay. Anyway, like let's take break. Okay. You people have to eat, right? You have to people have to dinner, take dinner also, right? So we'll take break for 10 minutes today, if it's okay, right? Or you want 15 minutes? That's up to you. 15 minutes, cool. Take it, chalo. 9:40. We'll take break till 9:55. Cool. Okay. Yes. Okay. Let's eat and come back. Okay. Yes, Dipanshu, you want me to ask something? You want to ask something? Okay, Chandrakant, I'll check that. Okay, just a second. Can you paste this link, Chandrakant, in your chat box? Yes, Dipanshu, please ask. Not able to paste? You can paste the link, na? Yes. Yes, Dipanshu, please ask, na? Okay, Chandrakant, let me. Okay, just a second. I'm opening that. Thanks, Navneet. Okay. So, what do you want me to do in this, Chandrakant? Recursion question I was able to do, but pattern question sometimes got stuck. So any guidance for that? So Dipanshu, see the pattern question. Once you're able to solve the question, as many as question that you did, that you will do, है ना, you will have more idea, and then you have more clarity in that. Okay, I'll paste link, or else like just ask any one of TS. Like TS will also have that those link to have the more number of pattern problems. Okay, solve every number of problem in that. I think so. We have discussed pretty like 5 to 6 problems from that. There are like 15 problems in that. So like remaining like 8 problems that are also basic one. So we'll clear the doubt. You know. So you have to make the every time you have to make the rows and columns. You have to figure out the logic of the space, the stars, and any other thing that you have. You know. And if you are clear with this three kind of logic, you are just left with the implementation part. Okay, so there is no no like except like there is no hard and fast rule that this should be implemented. It will be come by practice only. Okay, we need to install node.js to run VS Code. Yes, we have to install that. Memory buffer in R in JavaScript, it possible to memory buffer? Yeah, memory buffer will be having each and every languages, I think so. Okay, only check it's good practice or not. Okay, see, like let me have your code. Okay, so you have used let, that's cool. You have not used where, that's great practice. You have initialized your string also. Okay, okay. output plus equals to, that's great. Nice. Try to write more comments. Whose doubt is there? Chandrakant, right? Okay. Try to write more comments if you want. Otherwise, it's okay. And rest of the things, I don't find any issues with that. As of now, I don't think so any issues in that. But in later way, right now you have not advanced knowledge of the data structures and all. But what I can say is like every time you have to focus on less number of loops, less number of if and else statements. Okay? That is considered as good code. But right now you don't have any option. That is why you have used the in one outer loop you have used three loops. That's fine as of now. Cool. That's great, Chandrakant. You are practicing. You are progressing. Okay. That's cool. Okay. Nice. Okay. Cool. Okay. Okay. Welcome, Dipanshu. I have one more question. Can I ask? Yeah, you can ask. Apart from, as I'm a fresher, if I go apart from the level, does DS also fine with the JavaScript? Yes, Vaibhav, they will not tell you that you have to implement the logic in Java or in C++. It will not be the language specific, right? You know, they will just tell you that in whichever language you are comfortable in, you can develop your code. Okay, Vaibhav? So it's not depend on any other language. Okay, Parag, you can ask a question. Aradhya, please post again. Aradhya, I have lost your question. I think so. Yeah, sir, can you discuss about the homework? Yeah, Aradhya, which particular point do you want me to discuss? Have you tried? Instead of typing node file, can we use control alter n gives us the output, but in output terminal instead of the terminal? Yeah, so yeah, okay. I got your point, Sakib. Okay. Aradhya, what's your doubt? Holo diamond. So, are you able to print the whole diamond? No. So then first try with the whole diamond, and then only just remove the space. So, Aradhya, can you just above part? Yeah. Okay. So if you are printing the above part, let me show you. This question you are telling me, right? This is your above part. This is your above part, right? This one, है ना? This is discussed in your class, I think so. Aradhya, ठीक है? So you told me that you are not able to print the whole like whole diamond also. So that's why I'm asking. Okay, so if you print the hollow diamond, okay, if you print the hollow diamond, then what should be your logic? Okay, like first of all, let me tell you that this will not be there. You know, these four things will not be there, right? Okay, let me remove that. Let me write this eraser here. Yes or no, Aradhya? Yes. So you can clearly see here that there is a space here, right? So you have to make logic for this space. You have to make logic like I think so. We have discussed up to this point, right? Holo one also we have discussed up to this point. You just have to reverse it. I think so. Yes or no? Yes or no? I have discussed the previous thing. I think so. Like as far as I remember, we saw this. Yes. This I why I am feeling that this has been discussed in the class. Can anyone tell? Can anyone confirm this has been discussed in the class or not? So let me tell you. Let me tell you. Uh, so see, for outer triangle, you have to print what? You have to print your code with the I or row equals to one, row less than n. Row less than equals to n, right? Not done in the class, right? So you have to see the class Aradhya. I'm just explaining once again for you. There's 1 2 3 4. So it's for outer triangle. Okay, the outer triangle is clear. So first of all, you have to focus on this much, right? If you do this much, then the words of it you can do easily, right? Aradhya, you are there or not? Are you there or not, Aradhya? Okay. So this is how you can print your outer triangle. For the spaces, you can see that every time your columns or greater than rows, I guess so, right? So every time you have to make this logic in, to print this particular stars, or you can also say star greater than rows. ठीक है? If this logic will fail, you don't have to print the stars. So you can also validate by this, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. ठीक है? Okay, we just remove this 5 6 4. Okay, see, if my row is 1, then I have to go up to the point 4, right? Okay, okay. So every time my star will be get printed, or number of star will get printed, or my say species are getting printed. Okay, the spaces, this I'm just explaining about the spaces right now. Okay, so see, every time it's 1 1, then you have to print 1 2, then I have to print a space. If 1 3, then I have to also print the space, right? But once I'm getting 1 4, then I have to stop. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. So can I say whether my space greater than my rows, then I have to stop. Then I have to stop. Can I say that? Whether my space greater than my rows, then I have to stop. Can I say that? है ना? So this is for your space. Now you have to print the star. So in order to print the star, this is pretty much clear. And we have seen like 2 into rows minus 1, I think. So you why you have forgot, I don't know. Right? Okay. Okay, this is for outer loop of the star, and inside the inner loop you have to make the logic of 2 into rows, and 1 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, it will be like this inside this of loop. You have to print the star. So if you are matching this condition inside this loop, then you have to print the star. Otherwise, you have to print the space. We have seen that in detail. Please see the recordings once again. Right, Aradhya, I have discussed the logic. Aradhya, am I clear up to this point? Yes. Okay. Now, let me see the Parag's code. She gives him positive integer k and asks to find a pair of positive integer a b such that a b k LCM a b is minimum. In case of a multiple pairs, okay, just let me see the problem. Positive integer k and ask him to find a. Okay, pairs of eight positive integers a b such that a comma b minus k and LCM of a b, okay, is minimum. Okay, in case there are multiple pairs, she wants one. Okay, so what is the question here? Like what do you what you did on this question? Yes, like it certainly it will be helpful to you. You can share any materials you have. For the js you want, like it, for the j specifically you want, Shubham will see what is left shift operator in this, okay, in arrays, okay. A into b, a into b is equals to k. Okay, okay, so see, you are given the LCM of AB, like you are given pair of integers, you have to find the pair of integers AB such that A into B is equals to K, and LCM of A into B are also there. Okay, so you have to find the multiple pairs of it. Okay, if there are multiple, then you have to pick the one only, right? So let's say uh, You are given with the positive integer a, k. Okay, you are given the k. Okay, fine. So suppose you have number 30. Okay, so first of all you have to find its LCM. Okay, okay, and you have to find its factors. Okay, then and then only it will be a into b equals to k, whichever is minimum. Okay, whichever is minimum, you have to make a pair of it and you have to give her like any of it. If you have two, then you can also give one. Okay, because in the question it's given that she wants one only. Cool. Like Likit, you are targeting for JavaScript development or not? Okay, it's like I think so. Time up 9:55. It's already there. Okay, so we have to start with the session. Other thing you can discuss in the doubt session. Yes, Parag. Remaining thing you can ask in the doubt session. I think so. Would it be fine? Because we are continuing with the lecture right now. Okay. Okay. Now, uh, you can also like ask to one of the TAs after the lecture. I know. Okay. Let me have some water. Right? Everyone? Parag? No, Jayesh, we were just discussing about the doubts. Parag, are you there? Anyway, so yes, so we were about the thing in which yes, the declaration part were over. So there are like we were discussing about declaration. We had discussed about that. Now we'll discuss about the type of the arrays. Till this point, everyone is clear. Just a second. I'm just lefting out. Till this point, everyone is clear. Yes. No, you had not missed anything, Nilanjan. Okay. Okay. So now, so there are two type of arrays. Okay. Uh, Instead of this, let me just directly start with the this thing. Okay. Let me comment it out. Yeah. Now here, what I need to do is, huh, I'll do this where ARR is equals to this 10, 23, 42, 21. Cool. So this is the example of what single type of array, single dimension array. Okay, there is only one dimension over there, right? Right. Now, second would be the multi-dimension array. Single dimension is already we know. What is multi-dimension? The multi-dimension array is something which will be having more than one dimension. Okay. So let's say if you are declaring array inside array, okay, it will be having what? Uh, Hi, Nilanjan. And the second type of array, this is also having array. In that you are having what? 12. Uh, some and can have anything like if you have an object, in the object you have a key, called as a name, the value you are having Parag, right? Okay, this kind of object are there. Okay, now let's just print this to arrays. Okay, console.log arr, here it would be arr of 1. Okay, let's print to this into the console. Cool. See, there are two arrays that has been printed. This is a single line, single dimension array. This is a multi-dimension array that is having more than one array inside an array. Right? Cool. Right. Okay. So you already know that it will be having an index of 0, 1, 2, 3. Right? Yes. You also know that this array 1 will have index of, this will be entirely having 0 index. Hello Nilanjan. Okay, this entire thing will have index 1. Okay, right? Inside this 0, you again it's having an array. That means this high will have an index of what? 0. Nilanjan will have an index of 1. Inside of this 0, 1, 2. Correct? Yes, right. So now if I'll do array, like if I want to access this 42, that means I'll access what? ARR of for 42. What it will be? Everyone, if I want to access number 42, what it will be? 2, right? Okay. Now inside is ARR of 1. Suppose if I want to this access this ipsum, what should I do? So for that you have to see, first of all, ipsum is lying under this array. This array is what? Under what? Array index 1, right? So I have to first go here inside the index 1. Inside of this array 1, this entire thing 1, where is ipsum? Is also at the index 1. So ARR of 1 of 1. This would be your answer. Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay. See this. Right. Right. Okay. It has two arrays. It has two arrays. So it's calling as multi-dimension arrays. Okay. Yes, it depend on us. Yes, you can obviously imagine it as a matrix. Okay, Raja. Okay. Now, what I'll do now, that since you guys know what is single dimension, what is multi-dimension. Okay, so I just explained a bit about the multi-dimension array. Okay, so multi-dimension array is array inside an array that will consist two or more arrays, you can imagine. Okay, you know, it's also called as arrays of arrays also, if it can called as. Okay, and in order to build this two-dimension array or 2D arrays, we have to do the square brackets as we did here. Okay, as we did in this example. Okay, this is first array, this is my second array. Okay. Okay, right. Okay, everyone clear? Now I'll give you one task to you. How many dimensions do we have in array? You can have multi-dimension, more than two. You can have any dimensions. Cool. Now I'll give you one questions to everyone of you, that you need to declare an array which is of single dimension. Okay, you have to uh, print the every values of that array within 5 minutes. So let's say I have the values of cities. Okay, I have values of cities. Let's say what I have city name London, or this kind of cities called as, let me just paste it. First is my what fruit name, let's say tomato. then brinjal, then yeah, I'm not sharing my screen. I'm just pasting in the comment section. Just a second. Then potato and lemon. Okay. Print this array. Print this array. You have to first declare that, and then you have to print the every element of that array. Okay. I'm giving you the 5 minutes to print it. Okay. It's pretty easy, right? First of all, you have to declare an array, and you have to make a loop inside that, and you have to print the index of it, right? Yes. So I'm giving you 5 minutes. We'll be back at 22:10. Okay, 10:10. Print whole array or by indexing. No, you have to print array by index. Okay, I'm giving you 5 minutes to print it. Okay. Uh, so yeah, welcome back. What length in array named length we called length of size of the array? Okay, so I think so. Everyone has tried it. Hmm, let me see. Done. Okay, great. Who is this? Parag, Navneet. That's great that you have printed. Fine. Subit, cool. ठीक है. Ekta, cities. Okay. ठीक है. So I guess so. Everyone has at least tried, and I think so that everyone has printed also, right? Chandrakant, that's also right. Okay. Nishant, I think I have to see your code. Okay, ARR, tomato. You missed the last calibres. This will give you error, na, Nishant? Okay, yeah, now it's there. Okay, okay, I saw that. Sorry. Okay, so everyone has majorly did the code and they got the point, right? They got the gist, right? Okay. Dipanshu, it's not a function. No, it's a function. Dipanshu, it's a function. Length is a function of no, sorry. Length is a property of the array. It's not a function. Sorry. Okay, length is a property of a function of array. Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay. Let me share. Uh, share it. Okay. Okay. So I hope everyone is now clear with the array. है ना? Like before, also we got some idea about the array, but right now we learned today that what is the main usage of array, how to declare it, and how to traverse it, and how to print the value of it. Cool. Any doubt till this point? Anyone? No, right? Okay. What is this? This is known as object. I'll just let you know. Okay, Nilanjan. Okay. So let's take a poll. अगर डाउट है तो प्लीज पोस्ट इट. इफ नहीं है देन वी कैन मूव अहेड. Easy, right, Raja? Great. So I think so. 10% people are like hating me. I don't know. Please ask doubt now if you have. Otherwise, click on true. If you have some doubt, then I'm here to help you out. Na? Please post. Hard to find the length of multi-dimensional array. The same thing. The same thing. Array name dot length. Vaibhav. Do this. Okay. Okay, that's no problem, Hariharan. Okay. The like the main objection or the main aim of this poll thing is to have the broader idea of the batch. Okay. You guys are understanding or not? If not, then I have to have some doubt. You know? If you don't have any doubt and then also you are clicking on false, then I think so there is some miscommunication is landing here. That's why I'm telling you. If you have any doubt, then please ask. Please ask. Okay, Parag has posted it out. Parag, no. Explain multi-dimension array. Okay, Sakib. Which point you want me to explain, Sakib? An entire multi-dimension array or the specific point? So see, okay, let me explain you the entire thing. See, Sakib, multi-dimension is what? This is a single dimension array, right? You can see here. Multi-dimension, that means array inside array. That means a set of n array. Okay. So here, if you can see, then there is a two arrays, right? This is first array. This is my second array. My screen is visible. Sakib, right? This is my first array, this is my second array. So I have array inside an array, right? This array is what inside this array. This is known as a multi-dimension array, right? And if I want to access it, if I want to access it, then I can access it what, like 0 of 0, or 0 of 1, or 1 of 0, 1 of 1, 1 of 2, right? That's the entire case I can do. Okay, please check mine, it's printing separate text. So it should print separate text only, na Parag? I wanted that only. Parag has doubt. Let me see. Okay, so you have printed this. Let me see. Yeah, it's correct. It I don't think so. It's having any issue. Okay, it will print correctly. Okay, Parag. I don't think so, but let me try. Can you post a code in the chat? I think so. I cannot write this code. Let me try. Okay, so your uh, doubt. I think I have to copy this. What it's getting printing? Parag, can you please tell me what it get printed in the screen? This is correct code. Okay, let me have this. So it okay. Every time letter is in net screen. Let me see. Let name is equals to console name of I. Name of I. It will not have something like this. Tokyo, and let's say some other name, right? What it is? Denver. Okay. Okay. Now what I'm doing? I'm just giving for loop like this way. Yeah, and I'm just accessing it by I listen name. Yeah, this is your code, Parag. Yes, console.log. It will be having what name of I, right? Okay, let's try to print this. Seeing the name of it as uh, uh, default cities. Okay, let me comment it out. Okay, let's see now. It's printing correctly, Parag. I told you, na. Okay. Yes, you can see my screen, Parag. Yes, no. Please be quick. Yes. So what was having issue before? I don't think so. I saw the code and told you the output, right? You have posted another doubt. What it is? Can you please tell me, Parag, what is your doubt? Because I have to find it. There are many. Okay, I cannot see from this image, na. You can try the code which I have just posted, like which I have just did here. Okay, it will do your job. Okay, I'll just paste it down. Yeah, but it should not. Seeing his code, it should not. Okay, Kiniranjan, can you please post your code? Post the code that post your code. Priyanshu, you can iterate multi-dimension array by this. Niranjan, can you post his code? Because I tried the same code. See, this is his code. Name equals to Tokyo, Denver, Neighbor, Hyper, Rio. Names. No, it will not. It will be. It's a proper code. I don't think so. It will have any issue. Okay, till the time like Priyanshu, you can access the multi-dimension array by this. This is your multi-dimension array. If you want to access your multi-dimension array, then you have to, suppose if I want to access this ipsum, then I gone in this first array. Okay, inside this there is also an array, so it's one of one. Okay, one of one element is there. Priyanshu, am I making sense? Priyanshu, am I making sense or not? Uh, what is the mistake here? Like, okay, let me see. Name equals to Tokyo. Okay, name dot length, name of I. But see, I have the same code, na Nilanjan. Yeah, I have iterated by for na. See here. Okay, multi-dimension array you are asking me to do. Okay, I'll do that. First of all, say this is Dipanshu has posted the code that this is his code, right? Okay, for so this is the same code here, guys. What are you doing? This is the same code, na? Yeah, I'm saving the code, and if I'm print this out, see this is printing the same. Why you guys are printing the same, facing the same thing? Let me try in the Chrome. Try to debug if you can, because I'm doing the same thing. You ran in Mozilla. Okay, that's interesting. Let me try. It should do the same thing, huh? It should not have any other thing. Can you replace the double quotes with single quotes and try first? Like I'm not pretty much sure why it's happening in your PCs, because in my I think so it's working fine. Anyone had facing some other some same scenario? No, right? Right? Double quotes are fine, right? Yeah, so it should work fine in every other PC. You know, you must guys are doing something else. No change? I don't think so. I don't think so. Let me see. Let me see. No worries. Huh? Let me see. I think so. It's not considering. It's not considering the string here. I think so. That's what I'm feeling. I have some doubt in that. Let me check. Let me check. Just a second. Okay. No, it's working fine with me also. Okay, can you do this like instead of where can you declare let and check? Instead of where can you declare let and check? Yeah, so okay, yes. So change the string called as name. Change the variable name called as name. Okay. I I think so you might got your answer. ठीक है ना? Yes? Yes? Cool? Okay, can we move ahead now? Priyanshu want to access this for multi-dimension array with the for loop, right? Yes. Okay. Let me do that. So where is my multi-dimension? This is my multi-dimension array. I'll just uncomment it and I'm just comment this. Okay. See, here, see, if you just use the name, na, see, it's like striking down, na. If you just hover over it, it will tell you that name is deprecated. Declaration was marked as a deprecated one. Why? Because it's a properly reserved word, right? Screen is not visible. Screen is not visible. No. Oh, okay. Now it's visible. Yes. So see, if you use the name, see, it will show you that name is deprecated. है ना? So you should not use name, because since we were working in this id, that's why it was accepting this particular name, na? But if you just doing this like array one is our multi-dimension array. You can observe it from here. Hi Nilanjan, 12 ipsum, name is Parag, okay, right? Yes, Parag, Dipanshu. Okay, so array one dot length would give me what, 0 and 1, right? Inside of this I need to access it like this, okay. So right now, if you just print this, na, right now, if you just print this, I'll just tell you, it will print like this. This two arrays, है ना, right? But inside this also, if you want to traverse, then you have to access it from the another loop. Okay, you have to traverse with another loop, like inner loop, inner should less than arr one dot of zero, or arr one of I, comma, inner dot length, and arr one plus plus. Okay, this is how you can also do. Okay, right, right, guys. Yes or no? Yes or no? Everyone, I want answer from everyone. I'll not close this inside if I'm not getting answer from everyone, right? Hello? Yes or no? Will it print or not? Let's check. Okay. See, it's printing the same because we did the ARR of I. We have to print what? ARR of J. Let's check with the ARR of inner. Sorry, I comma inner. Okay, having some error. Read property of zero. So yeah, what is the error here? What is the error here? We don't need inner, right? Okay, inner should be there in condition. Okay, okay. So what it should be? It's pretty easy, guys. We already covered this. It's just a matter of traversing. Okay, what it should be? Inner plus plus. Okay, let's say inner plus plus. Okay, now it's proper or not? Still is giving some error. Cannot read properties of undefined reading length. Okay, so it's not accessing this much. ERR one, I comma inner. Okay, so what we can do here? What we can do here? Anyone spotted any mistake? Okay, ARR one dot length. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else spotted any mistake here? Yes, no. See, I'll tell you now. I'll tell you now. See what we did here. I intentionally did this because I wanted you to get this concept. Okay, it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy, but I think I was expecting that you guys will uh, spot this. Okay. Anyway, now I'll share uh, the one note. Okay. Let me know once it's visible. Visible now. Yes. Okay. See, inside our array, I'll also take the values. Okay. This was our values. Okay. Okay. So what I want to do, if I printed I eventually got this particular array and I got this array as well. Okay. I just want to go inside this. Okay. 0 1 and inside this 0 1 2. Right? Yes or no? Correct? Yes. So to go inside this outer loop like 0 and 1, what I did that I just did this like for I equals to 0, I should less than or equals to arr1 dot length and I plus plus, right? If I do console.log arr1 of I, then I can get this element. Arr1 of 1, I can get this element. Yes? Yes or no? Okay. So if I do like this, like that, let's say let uh, inner array is equals to arr1 of 0. Yes. So can I like right now inner array will have this much, correct? Yes, right. So now what I should do that for inner is equals to 0, and instead of this like I should go inner should less than inner array dot length, है ना? So I can go up to this only, na? It will access up to this only, right? Inner plus plus, and inside this what should I print here? What should I print here? Arr1 of, come on guys, quick, what should I print here in the inner side? Arr1 dot like of, what should I print? Come on, everyone. Yes, I comma like I and inner array, right? Right, I and inner, right? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes, everyone agrees with me up to this point. Yes, na? Okay, let's print it out. Okay, let's print it out this point. Okay, uh, I'll stop this and share it window VS Code. Okay, so as I explained you that okay, I equals 0 ARR dot length. Okay, now if I do this console dot log ARR1 of 0, right? If I just do this, then I'll have what? High Nilanjan two times because I just printed two times what? ARR of 0, but I need to print ARR1 of I, right? Printing correctly right now, correct? Now I need to go one step closer inside this, okay? So what I'll do now, I'll just take where inner element is equals to ARR1 of 0, correct? Yes or no? Yes. And I'll iterate through this point every time, okay? So I'll do what? Inner is equals to 0, inner should less than inner element dot length, correct? And it should be inner plus plus, true. Yes. And here I need to do console dot log what? Error1 of I of what? Inner, right? Now without running the program, let's try to run this, right? So see, first of all it will come here AR1 of 0. That means this high Nilanjan will array will come into this point. This is also an array. Inner should run less than inner element dot length. That means it will run for how many times? 2 times, right? And it will now print here ARR1 of I right now is 0. Inner is also 0. So 0 of 0 is what? High. 0 of 1 is what? Nilanjan. Similarly for second element, correct? It should print it, right? Let's check it now. Okay, cool. Correct? Yes or no? Yes? Yes, yes. What? Nilanjan, please say. Okay, I'll explain again. Okay. Uh, let me copy this. Okay. So ARR of 0. Okay, let me copy this. Okay, let me go into the uh, browser. Okay, you can understand better. Okay, so you can see this. You can see this now, right? Let me paste it. Let me delete this one. Okay, so let me put the debugger here. Where see, first of all, first of all, my I is 0, array 1 dot length. Okay, okay, okay. It will assign the first element of this is high Nilanjan. Okay, it will assign high Nilanjan to here, right? It will access this loop inner equals to 0, inner less than equals to an element dot length, inner plus plus. Now it will go here, inner is 0, like I is 0, inner is also 0. So ARR of 0 dot 0 is what? High. Okay, it will print what? High. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Now I'll increment that. And now my inner is what? 1. Okay. Now it's exiting what? 0 dot 1. So 0 is what? This much. And 1 is what? Nilanjan. Yes. Okay. So if you do this, you can access Nilanjan now. Now again, since your array element dot length is 2 now, inner element is 2 now, so it will not go much here. It will access it, and now it will increment my I. So my I is right now 1. That means this is over. This is my case, right? Okay. Inside this array 1 of 0, error 1 of 0. Okay. Okay. Can you spot any mistake here? If you see inner element right now, also it's high Nilanjan, right? Yes, it should be array of I, right? So let's do this. Okay. Let's rectify it. Okay. And let's run this. Okay. Okay. First element is clear. So let me go to the second element. So right now, if you see, it's high Nilanjan has been printed. I is my right now. I is right now 1. To check here. Okay. I is right now 1. Okay. Array 1 dot length is 2. It will enter here. Inner element is what? 12 ipsum and 2 is my object. Correct? Yes. Yes. Okay. Now if you access this inner element, inner less than equals to inner element, that means inner is right now 0. Inner element dot length, that is what? 3. Correct? Okay. It will enter again here. ARR of what? 1 of 0, that means what? 12. It will print 12. Next is ARR of 1 of 1, that is what? Ipsum. It will print ipsum. Next, now if you see here, it is having two value, second value. AR of length is 3, it will enter again here. It will print what? 1 of 2, that is what? This one. Yes, this printing the object, correct? Yes or no? Yes, and now it will getting exit. Cool. This is the flow, right? Yes, Ekta is right. Cool. Got it? Now, everyone, anyone has any doubt now? No, na? Okay, we can move ahead. Great. Chalo, ठीक है. Let me stop the screen. Let me move to the VS Code. Since we understood and got the concept of the arrays, now we'll quickly move with the objects. Okay? Okay? Right? Right? Can we print object also with array? Yeah, we printed na. Arpit, we printed just now. What you are doing, man? We just printed in the browser. I think so. Everyone has observed also, right? Will it not same as array one dot length? It is same, na, Dipanshu? Not same as array length. Okay. Can you check my doubt in doubt section? Okay. Which one? It's of Subit. Okay. Subit. Why it's not working? It's my array a dot k a is equals to 0. So see, Subit, you have to do what I'll tell you. I'll tell you. You need to do what? You have written like right now this one, like dollar, then your variable name, right? This one. Okay. Instead of this, print like this dollar, then curly braces and your variable name. Okay. Do this. Okay. It will do your job. Okay. Okay. Subit. Okay. Okay. Now. Uh, and Arpit, are you clear with now? Or should I explain again? Can we print object also? Yeah, we printed the same. Arpit, you are there or not? You want me to explain again, Arpit? Okay. You want? Okay. ठीक है चलो. So can you please come on the raise? Can you please raise your hand? Can you please raise your hand? Arpit, can you please raise your hand and come into the Dow section, please? Arpit, we have printed the object here now. Can you see here the object? Let me big. Let me make it big. This is what your doubt, right, Arpit? Arpit, please say yes or no. ठीक है चलो. We'll move ahead. Arpit, I think so. You got it. Got your point. I think so. If not, please tell me. Yes, na? Okay, cool. ठीक है. No problem. And now I'm explaining the objects. Okay. Since we are clear with the arrays. Everyone is clear with the arrays now. Any single doubt? Any single doubt? If you have any like 1% or 0.1% doubt, please post it. है ना? Arpit, you can also post any single or 0.1% if you have any clarity. If you need any clarity, please post it down. I'll be happy to help you before starting the object. Anyone have any doubt? Everyone? Okay, let's take a poll. Oh, Arpit, you want me to explain again? Okay, ठीक है. Come on the text section. You can speak now. Yes, Arpit.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Arpit. Yes. Hi.
Hi, sir. We want to know how can we print objects, for example, in name and roll number. So, how can we
Okay.
print name? How can we print
Okay. So
only?
you want to access this name only, right?
Yes,
Yes. So see, by doing this process, you cannot. Okay. But if you want, then see, I'll tell you how to do that. We are also starting the objects right now. Okay. So in that, suppose if you have, let's say, this console.array. Okay. So here, if you check if your type of this array one dot of inner is your object. Okay,
okay, sir.
is equals to your object, then you have to access it by this array one of inner dot name. Okay, right, like this console dot log dot name. Okay, okay,
Okay,
otherwise you have to just access like this. I think it will work. Let's check. Okay, see, it's printing na Parag,
yes,
the name Parag, right, from the object name,
yes,
right?
yes,
So it will be accessed by dot operator. I'll just explain in the object session right now. Okay. So I was just clearing up the doubt of the arrays. Okay. Let me just if you have any doubt with the array, then I'll be happy to help you. Okay. With the help of this object, we'll be explaining in just a while. Okay. Because right now we are complete had the array part, basic part, the part one. Tomorrow will be the part two. Tomorrow means the Friday. Okay, Friday will be the part two. I'll be explaining it again, like the problem solving also with the help of the arrays in the part two. Okay, right now we are just clearing the basics of the arrays and objects. Cool.
sir. In array, I have one doubt.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
please say.
why are we using two sorry two this inner and array one? Can we use only one?
This one.
uh, yeah, we are using
Okay,
two
you are saying that array one of I of inner,
yes,
like that. So
yes,
see,
yes.
it's a multi-dimension array. That's why we are using that. If it's single dimension, then you don't need to use that, right? It's
Okay,
multi-dimensional, so you have to access two dimension. That is why we are accessing here. This is your first dimension of I. Second dimension is inner, right?
okay.
Right. Okay.
Sir,
So
can we use I in inner also? Instead of inner, can we use I?
no, you cannot use na that. See, here this is your first dimension. That is your zero. The second dimension, that is your one, right? So this
Yes,
is your inner. That means your zero. If you want Nilanjan, then you have to access one, right? So it's like accessing zero of one, right? So you don't have to
right.
interchange that, because in the inner, like outer loop, you are iterating over this entire array. In the inner loop, this one, you are accessing or you are iterating over this one or this one. Okay. Okay, you
Okay,
can also print it out and you can check it. Cool.
okay, okay.
Okay. Okay.
Sir, there was one or more doubt.
Great, great.
Sir, there was
Yeah,
one more
please
doubt.
tell me.
If we use instead of for we use do while or while, it, it will be same or different.
You can try it, it will be same. Okay. You can try it. If you have any problem with the trying, after you are trying, you have facing any error, then you can reach me out. Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Sir,
After end of the day, it will be like loops only.
there was one more thing. Our test is coming on Sunday. How can we prepare for this?
Like your test will have your syllabus also, right?
Right,
Right. The syllabus is like from the whatever we have already covered, right?
right.
So you have to cover our lectures only, and you have to practice more from outside of the resources,
Okay,
right?
sir. Right, sir.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Thanks, sir.
Okay. So I hope doubt has been resolved now for everyone. Dipanshu, your doubt. Okay. Do you have any doubt in this, Dipanshu? It's not working. So you can match it up to this code if you can. Don't know why. Okay. So after this, like after the session over, I will take it. Okay. Let me continue with the object right now. After it will be completed, I'll cover this if you have any doubt. Okay. Okay. So with the respect to the arrays, everyone is clear now. Yes. Okay. Now we are starting up with the another thing called as objects now. Okay. So in the object, what do you mean by the object? Okay. So let me just first share the OneNote. Okay. So if I'll tell you that about the object. So similarly, we have covered. Uh, I'm audible now. Please refresh your page, Dipanshu. Okay. So in the object, similarly, we have covered in the array. First of all, we have to understand object bit by bit, and we have to debug it step by step. Cool. So object is a like a real time thing. So if I'll tell you that whatever the real time or non living entity you have, you are observing in front of you, such as your laptop, your camera, this pen, this all are called as an object. Okay. So every object will have two characteristics. Okay. First one is it's its property. Second one it's the functionality. Okay. So every object will having two things. First one is property. Second one is its functionality. uh, at any pen. Okay. Let's say for an example, this is my pen. Okay. Okay, this is my pen. So what will be the characteristics of properties of this pen? Its color, its color, its size, है ना? ठीक है, its size, number of buttons it's having, ठीक है, it is working on my iPad, ठीक है, okay. So what will be the property of my pen? It would be what? Right, guys? Yes, na? Yes. So it will be what? My color, size, then type, which type of this pen, which brand it's of this pen is, right? So this all will be of what? My covered in my properties, right? Right, right. Yes. Now, if I'm telling you about the functionality, okay? So what is the functionality of this pen? That is, functionality is what? Smooth writing. It can also work digitally as well. Digital pen also, okay? Okay. It's having a long lasting battery, okay? Okay, like it's waterproof, it's also that great, Ekta. Okay, what else? What else? Oh, exam by given this pen will give extra marks. No, it won't. Okay, what else? Durable. Yes, durable, it's costly. Okay, so these are see, durable and costly is not the no feature. Like waterproof is also not the feature, like not the functionality. It will come into this point, like it's waterproof, then it's costly. Okay, in this functionalities will be like what can I do with this pen? That is what it's called as functionality. Okay. Okay, it can also record. Okay, so it's my functionality. It can also take my picture. Okay, it can also take pictures. Okay, it's a functionality of the pen, right or not? Yes. Yes. Okay, so if you combine these two entire things, this is my box, this is my box, okay, this is my properties, this is my functionalities, okay. If you combine these particular two things inside the box, that is what you can call as what? My pen. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay, this is something known as a my object. Okay. Yes. Okay. Right. Okay. So if you think like this, then in the same way, like object are used in JavaScript, okay, it is represented as a real time object or real world object, okay. These objects are also having some properties and some functionalities, as I just mentioned in the real world object, okay. And functionalities over there is mentioned as or refers to as what? Methods or functions that has already been known, right? Okay, right. Yes. So similar to arrays also, object declaration has two ways. Okay, object declaration has two ways. Let me explain you. Okay, object. To declare any object, type one would be my known as object literal way. Okay, it's known as a literal way. You can tell it literal way. The same way as we did in the arrays. Okay, literal way is what? Like if I define it as const uh, n. Object is always starts and end with this curly braces. If you forget to remove this curly braces, it will not be considered as object anymore. Okay, okay. Inside any object there are two values, something like two things, something called as keys and values. Okay, keys and values, it's a combination of keys and values. Objects are combination of keys and values. Okay, in the pen, this is my key. That is something known as what? What is my make is my uh, what? My Parker. Okay, my pen is of Parker. Okay, my cost is what? $500, right? Comma. In this, my make, this is my known as my keys. This is known as my values. Okay, okay, right, right. Yes, yes. What should we use where console at? You can use anything, Arpit. Can we use single quotes defining objects? You can, Nilanjan. Okay, okay. Now, the second way. This is my first way to declare any object. The second way, the type two, would known as my using the object create method. Using the object create method, that means if I have this object called as pen, okay, so I can also create another object using this object, which is called as something known as const pen copy. Okay, this is my another object. Inside this I can pass like object, just a second, object dot, then I can use create. Inside this you can see it's accepting my key and values. Okay, right? So I can pass my entire object of my pen na? And now if I'm printing this console.log pen copy, and I'm printing this also here console.log pen. Okay, let's clear my screen and check it. Okay, this is my empty object is mentioned here. Okay, it has not created any object. Why? Can you tell me why? You getting what I did just now, right? So let's say if I'm doing this pen copy, you got what I did just now, or you want me to explain it again? Why fine is written in quote? Can you write it directly in the number? Yes, you can, Niranjan. You can write it. Okay. Constant keyword. Okay. Let me remove the constant keyword if you want. Okay. Let's do this with the pen. Where? Okay. Where? Okay. Let's do this. It's also not having. Type 2 is empty. Yes, but why? The question is why. So see, I'm just no letting you. I'm just showing you one more thing. Yeah. Now I'm audible. Now I'm audible. Am I audible? Yes, sorry. So sorry about the this. I eventually closed my browser. So I will just let you know about one thing. Let me share my browser. Okay. Uh, see, you have to make a practice like this. See, if you want to see like object create method, okay, you will land in this particular screen called as developer.mozilla.org. Okay, this will be your first link. Cool. Okay, this will be your first screen. In that, see, you are mentioned with the object.create method will create new object using an existing object as prototype the newly created object. Okay, what is prototype? Just ignore right now. Okay, and let's see here what they did. They have created an object called as person. In that person, they have one property called as is human and they have one function. Okay, and they are creating one another object called as me. Okay, okay, and after that they are creating and they are accessing the value called as me dot name me dot human, and they are printing this. Then they are able to print this out. But why we are not able to print this out? Can anyone tell me? Can anyone tell me? This is my normal object. This is if you see, if you just scroll down a bit of object dot create. Okay, uh, see, I'll tell you now. Okay, let's not waste much time. My screen is visible, everyone. My screen is visible. Yes. Okay, I'm sharing my Mozilla now. Okay, over there. Yes. Okay. Now, what I did was where pen is equals to this one. Mm, make equals to Parker and cost is equals to 500. Okay. Let it be the number. Okay. And if I'm trying to access now console dot log and okay, see the output. It will print the property of my Parker and cost. Cool. Okay. Now if I'm doing now where pen copy, that's what I did, right? Object dot create. Now hold on. Here, what it will get accepted? It will get accept what? My object only, correct? You know, it will accept my object only. Yes or no? Yes, yes. Let's make it pen. Okay, that's what we did earlier also. Console dot log pen copy. Cool. Now let's check now. You can see it's all it's also printing the object, but inside this it's printing the prototype. Inside the you can see the object. It's printing as make Parker and cost. Okay, if you go inside this you can see your object, right? Right. Yes. Okay, So it has copied, but it has copied in the prototype. Now what is prototype we will see in the future. Okay, we'll not go into that right now. Okay. Okay, but if you want to access the this make and cost, you can just do what, the dot operation pen dot make. Okay, and here if you want to do that, then pen dot prototype. See, don't go into that right now. Okay, otherwise you guys will be confused. uh Make is not a type of null. Pen dot make. Okay, so sorry, you don't have to do this here. Pen dot make. Okay. Yes. Okay, what is prototype will not go into that right now, Dipanshu, otherwise you guys will be confused. Okay, it will be covered in part 2, right? Yes, but right now you can assume that you can create objects with two types. One is like a normal literal way, second is of create way. It will be creating your object in the prototype way. Okay, right? Yes, like if I want to know tell you in detail also, I can able to tell you right now only, but I'm not sure how many of people can get this. And फालतू में थोड़ा confusion हो जाएगा आप लोगों को, ठीक है? If you want me to do, then what I can say, and dot proto. If you do this, and if you can to access this, otherwise you can also like do the object with this, like you can also mention like this way, okay? Here if you just make this one, make and cost or any other object mention here, okay? And now if you print your pen copy, okay, let's run this. Okay, it will be again in the prototype only. So create will always create an object in the prototype. You can either mention a entire object here, or else you can also mention the object values here. Am I clear up to this point? Yes. Which is more widely used method? Obviously literal. Okay, obviously literal. Hariharan, the use of the second type is no difference between the literal and this way in this also. The both are same. Okay, we will use it when we are inside the multiple loops, and over there we don't have any access with the normal object. Then we can access the prototype. What is prototype? I'll mention you. Okay, don't worry. ठीक है? Keys and properties are different. No, keys and properties are same. Keys and values are different. ठीक है? Properties and values, keys and values. ठीक है? So if I'll show you, then this is my key, and this is my key, and this is my sorry, make is my key, and Parker is my value. ठीक है? Chandrakant, clear? Okay, right, right. So how to access the values from the objects is clear. Now if I'm, you can also have some object like this, like uh, size. Okay, size will be in my array if I'm telling you, and it will be my one dimension, then two, then five. Okay, if I have something like this, right, printing like this way. Okay, like array of 1 to 5, right? Okay, code is using prototype is not now. Yes. So if I'm just accessing pen dot size of 1, right? Right. Okay, it will accessing what? 2. Okay, you can access your object and array like this, right? Everyone, am I clear? Am I clear, guys? Yes or no? Yes or no? Everyone. Yes or no? Okay, I want answer from everyone. Please answer. Yes. Are we making copy in the second method or something else? Making copy in some second method. What do you mean by that, Jesh? So I just told you that object or to create, from the object or create also you can mention it. I already shown you in the prototype. Okay. I'm not sure you can see my screen, right? So in prototype you can have the values, but how to make this values in the proper object like this, I'll mention it. I'll tell you that. Okay. That's what I told you till now. Okay, na? Okay. Will you code uh, using prototype? No, I'll not code right now using prototype, because what is prototype you don't know, right? What is this prototype you don't know, right? So I'll explain this. I'll explain this. Please hold on. Right now I'm just mentioning the ways to create an object. Okay. So these are the two ways to create an object, and these are the ways how you can access the object. The same way we did in the arrays, right? Okay. 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 Right. Okay. So we'll stop this right now because I think so you guys are tired, and there will be no sense to explain it again and again, right? You know. So it's okay. We'll continue in the next class. Okay. Right. Yes, Nilanjan, please say. Dipanshu, feeling tired? Brackets in second case. Which brackets? This one? I mentioned this is object, है ना? So in this create, like this is a create method. Inside that you can also pass entire object. So how to pass an object? Either you can just pass this pen, है ना? Either you can pass just this object. You can also write like this way, anything. Color red, then your uh, size. Yeah, just like this you can mention. Okay. Can you also use write pen inside it? Yeah, you can also write the function. You mean to say function, right? You can also write function here. Function, or else you can just mention like this pen and like this. Okay. Also you can mention like this. It will take. Yeah, object will take. Can you please explain the relation between arrays and objects? So arrays is used for storing any number of values. Okay. And objects is like your key and values. Okay. In arrays, your keys are your indexes like 0, 1, 2. But in objects, your keys will be your this anything you want. Okay. Make, cost, or anything. Arpit, use of function is anything, like you can like if I'll just write here that function write. Okay. So if you call this function write, it will write. You know, if you can also do something with this function. We'll explain this in detail. Okay. In second case, yeah, in second case that means this one, na Niranjan. Object dot create is another way to decline an object. Yes. Okay. What is key in function? Key is not a function. Like uh, in object there is a, in the properties there will be only keys and function, like keys only. Okay. If you are write function, then it will not. Right. You having some still you having some problem in this? Yes or no, guys? Got it now? Not now, Dipanshu. Not now. We'll use stack and queue. Yes, Harian, we can write it. ठीक है, or else I'll show you in the next lecture, ठीक है, because right now I think so everyone else like they are tired. How many of you guys do you want me to continue, and how many of you guys want me to stop? Okay, so we'll stop. Okay, because many of you guys are right. Okay, ठीक है, so we'll continue with the same thing in the next class, है ना, and I'll explain again if you want. Till now with the arrays also I think so we are clear, right? With the objects only you are facing some issues right now. Arrays is clear, है ना, everyone, right? Okay, so not rush with the objects, I'll explain again. Okay, don't worry. ठीक है, I hope am I making sense? Yes, है ना? Okay, don't worry if these things are no taking some time to getting in your brain, but these are basic, so it's okay if you are taking some time. Okay, there's no worries in that. Okay, I'll explain again, don't worry. Okay, ठीक है, fine. So on that note I'll end the class and we'll meet tomorrow, that means on the Friday, right? Okay, good night, see you soon. Yeah, great. Great. Okay, thanks Arpit. Yes, Nilanjan. Yes, Nilanjan. On Sunday test, yeah, what you mean, what you mean by that? How built? So like I'm not aware about your Sunday's test, like what is the syllabus of that? I think so it would be covered like whatever we have covered till now, right? 4 hours test is there. Okay, in round 3. Okay, features for an app. Okay, so like if this is being covered in your class, then only he will like they will ask, otherwise you can how we can build app, like you cannot build app right now, I think so it's like this basic app that they will ask you, not the advanced one, as we haven't learned. Yeah, you haven't learned, right? Yeah, definitely you can. Yes, true. So if you have any concerns with respect to the no the Sunday's exam, you can reach out to the Anshul. If he will be the better person to ask, like he'll be better person to clear this one, because I'm not aware about what they are asking you, you know. But I'm pretty much sure that they will not ask anything outside the whatever we have covered till now, you know. So please get in touch with them. Please ask more problems to TAs also. Okay, ठीक है, right? Good night. Yeah, good night, everyone. No, we don't have any extra class this week. Okay. Okay. So on that note, we'll end the class and good night and goodbye. Okay. We'll meet on Friday. All right.